Well, this week we found ourselves up there on field 12 at Kinanawa Park at Tingalpa. The mighty Flanders 11 were up against the Mustang Sallies, a team that a lot of pundits are suggesting will be the team to beat this season in the two-day comp. And indeed, many people were suggesting that in the one-day comp. And they may still yet prove to be that team, but as we've already talked about, we've already got the points over them in the one-day comp. So this is a new game. It's another type of game. It's a two-day game, and work still had to be done. And on a beautiful summer's day, the mighty Flanders won the toss. And in the absence of Sneaky Pete Simmons, I put my hand up to go and open the batting with young Adam Frankel. And it was a real privilege and delight to be up there at the top of the order. And we did our job to an extent and stored off the new ball before Frankie got out. He got 9. I batted a little bit longer and had the privilege to bat with the great Exelby for a while, a privilege that I hadn't had for quite a while, and I got quite sentimental and nostalgic because I remembered several great partnerships we had over a lot of years of batting together. After I left, Leo and Stevie both fell fairly cheaply, unusually for them, and at 4 for 110, the Flanders were looking a little bit, well, we weren't looking great. We were looking good, we weren't looking great. But Exelby was still there, and whenever there's Exelby in the middle, hope always burns for the Flanders. He just needed someone to stick around with him. And the man who stuck around with him best was Ryan Hocking, a man who'd just been called into the team late on the Friday night, a man who's played quite a few games for us over the last couple of years and never lets us down. He's a great personality. He fits into that team spirit really, really well. And Ryan scored 25 really hard-earned runs. Gee, grounded out well. And other blokes that put their hand up were blokes like Pred. Pred scored 19 and really worked hard as well and gave great support to Ryan and Exelby. And then late in the day, our last three batted really, really well as well, with Benny Field peeling off 37, the second top score, and he put on very valuable partnerships with great Michael James Manar, who got 14. And then right at the end, JP, after talking himself right down and saying that he didn't really rate himself as a batsman, he comes out and peels off 18 runs unbeaten, including some magnificent fours, a magnificent sweep shot for 4, a magnificent pull shot over mid-wicket off the opening bowler that went absolutely miles. And in the end, the last wicket partnership of 32 saw us to a score of 244. So the last wicket partnership Benny and JP put on really turned a good score into a very, very, very good score. So that was a real innings of determination by all the men in the Flanders. Everyone really chipped in, and that's what I was really hoping for, that all the boys would sort of look at it as their responsibility. The not on my shift mentality is what I'm really proud of that the Flanders are showing these days. It's not just about letting Exelby, the great Exelby, peel off the runs, or Meady, or Dirksen, or Chook, or whoever the megastar of the day is. It's all about each player putting his hand up and really digging deep and working hard for his club. Really putting a high price on his wicket, taking every run that's there, running the singles hard, taking the leg buys, taking the buys, you know, running hard, talking to your teammate. So 244, I was pretty happy with, I've got to say. And I was even happier after just 14 overs that we had to bowl at the megastar Mustang Sally 11 batting lineup. They've got some big guns in there, and you know, I've got to say they've got some fair talent in their batting order. But the Flanders came out absolutely firing, with Benny and Stevie with the new pill. The catching was sensational, and we mowed them down to be 4 for 15 by stumps. Absolutely unbelievable performance by the Flanders. Team spirit was running hot. The talk was fantastic. Everyone was pumped. Everyone was committed. And it was a great, great day to be a Flandersman. I suppose the other thing you can talk about is that no one left the ground for about an hour afterwards. Everyone was that excited about being a Flandersman on that auspicious day. And that's what team spirit is about. But unfortunately, with 244 runs on the board and Mustang Sally's hobbling at 4 for 15, the rain opened up over Tingalpa in week 2, and we didn't get a ball bowled. So, unfortunately, what would have proved to be hopefully another Flanders victory has gone down in the book as a first innings draw. But luckily, all the other games got washed out as well, and so I suppose every team in the comp's in the same boat. So, the Flanders, 4 one-dayers, 3 wins from 3 and a washout, 3 two-dayers, a first innings win, an emphatic outright win, and a first innings draw washout, but we sort of had a fair bit of momentum there, and I think we probably won the point psychologically against Mustang Sallies. So next week we're going to play the Lemmings a team that we've played an awful lot over the last 3 or 4 years in some very, very big games. And it's always a thrill and a challenge to play against those blokes. So let's have our heads on, boys, and do the job, eh?